um, there is no better person who would want the best for you most of the time than someone who doesn't know you. And that is why coaches are there. Someone who you come with your vulnerability and they are professional and capable of handling your vulnerability, that is where you need to go to. So anytime your trainer asks you these questions, they're not asking you to bash you, they're not asking you to laugh at you, they're not asking you so that they can put you up for failure. They're asking you so that they can take you towards success. So allow yourself to drop the boundary on the food aspect of your fat loss. Be real, be raw, be inquisitive, and be ready to change. I know some things are hard, but be ready to change. When it comes to self-deep work, journal, do a lot of gratitudes of your non-scale victories, journal a lot. Set boundaries when it comes to food, set boundaries when it comes to bad relationships that make you have emotional eating, set boundaries to your work environment. Allow yourself to love yourself more, to want better, and that would involve a lot of uncomfortable, deep self-work. And then the last thing is you need to move. There is no excuse of why you're not moving. The easiest trick is to start walking. I am a big advocate of walking. If there's nothing else you can, even when you go to the gym and you're a beginner and you don't know where to start, just set the treadmill for 45 minutes, walk, then keep increasing, keep doing an incline. Then as you get acquainted to movement, now is when we can work towards giving you strength, balancing it with stretch. Now the whole component of exercise comes in. Meanwhile, we cannot have the excuse of I do not know where to start. Start by walking. Start by doing what you love. Now, I wanted to mention this thing. In life, there are three spectrums of life. There's your emotional being, your spiritual being, and your physical being. Now, your emotional being is your why, your how. That is where the self-deep reflection comes in. Your what, your why, how you relate to people, your triggers, your boundaries, and your rewards, your punishments. That's where the deep work is. That's where the journaling is. That's where the meditation is. That's where the gratitude is. When it comes to physical, is whereby there's the nutrition, is whereby the physical. Nutrition is what you eat, how you eat, when you eat, why you're eating it. The physical is the movement of you moving your body to be healthy, movement for you to go to work to look for money, movement to is the aspect of taking care of this physical body, because it's the only thing that is here on earth that we are using. Then the spiritual aspect is how you connect to a higher being, who most people call God, and how you relate to nature. Nature is any living thing that's not us. And that is why most of the time you will find trainers telling you go out and walk in nature, because it is when you're in nature that you're connecting to the higher being, and you're connecting to nature, to the trees, to the air you breathe, to grounding. And you need a balance of all these things. A successful person in life has to have a balance of the three, or striving to always ensure there's an equilibrium. Okay? Even successful people, you'll find that they work with health professionals who are taking care of all these three. You will find someone working with a trainer, a nutritionist, someone working with a psychologist. You will find that every morning they wake up at 4, at 5, they are in Karura walking, they are in the fields, they are doing the spiritual and the physical aspects together. So you need to ensure that you have a balance, and that is what trainers offer. They try to ensure that you have a balance in all these three aspects. And my favorite thing to cut short is that self-love will never allow you to grow a bigger size. Self-love will never allow you to go to obesity mark. I always say anyone who's obese even with all the money that you have, is on one step towards poverty, because hospitals, these are crazy. The stress, the emotional torture, the physical torture that we put our loved ones because of things that we have control, like your weight is something that you have control of, is something that should be taken as a mandatory in life, in relationships, in families. And as I said, successful people are not obese. Successful people don't have obese partners. It is very rare, and that is why we have a lot of people coming with shortcuts for people to lose weight, because a successful person knows that their physical health is very important for them to enjoy that money. So you will find that a person who likes you, a person who loves you, will not let you, first you will not let yourself get to a certain weight, because you like yourself, and then you like yourself to make it easier for the people who love you. So to candle, anyone who likes you, anyone who loves you, anyone who cares for you will never let you gain weight. They will not support your weight gain. And that is why I say a lot of people who are in bad relationships, women, you will find that you're gaining weight, and the person who is torturing you or manipulating you wants you to stay that way. Because the moment you start losing weight, you will realize this was what was giving me the emotional eating. I need to be out. People who love you will always be in your corner to support you in your weight loss journey. They will always be in your corner. A spouse who loves you will ensure you get trainers shoes, will ensure they pay your subscription, will ensure that kama ni mama wa nyumba, you say that leo tunabadilisha kukula, this week we are only taking fruits, or this week we are only taking vegetables and protein, this week we are just taking water. They will be the first people who will say, hey babe, unafanya poa, wacha tufanye hivi. People who love you will be the first people to say, let's go for a walk together. Kidogo naona katumbo kamekam, si unisaidie, let's be partners in the gym. There will be people who will do everything possible for you to maintain a healthy body. That is what I want to leave you with, guys. Bana, this I will sitakosanga kusema kila siku. You need people, even your spouse, in your corner that understands this journey. And you will find, I was recently talking to my friends, and I realized I don't have friends that are not on a wellness journey. I do not have, because I noticed that first of all, I am nowadays struggling to stay with people who eat a lot. Kila saa mnakula or mnakunywa, because I don't take alcohol anymore. So I find that I really struggle. I can't stay in those places, because where there's a lot of alcohol, there's a lot of processed food, there's a lot of dehydration, and I don't want to be in those spaces. And I realized my friends are on that same path with me. I also and I was just telling them that having in this health and wellness space, you will always have to have accountability partners, not people who tiptoe around your feelings, or people who are walking on eggshells, and not people who are crass about how they relay information to you. But you will need someone honest. You will need someone who tells you from a point of love. You will find me with, I tell my friends, hapo umeanza kwenda vibaya, or my friends tell me, hapo umeanza kwenda vibaya. Why haven't you been working out? Mbona why I've noticed that you're ordering food, what's really happening? Then you just take them back. Sometimes you need a listening ear, and you need a supportive friend, a supportive partner, a supportive trainer, a supportive circle of people. And you find that it becomes easy. It becomes really, 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 really easy when you have people who are in your corner. So you cannot be sleeping with someone in the same bed and they are not in your corner in terms of physical health. It is very hard. You are young girl, you're going for a date with someone, and the first thing they do is bash you for being healthy. And wewe wezi mwambia sasa nataka tuanze exercise na wewe asubuhi, atakwambia you can never hear an obese person telling you nataka sasa kule tufikiane. No, because they are already suffering. They're already suffering kupumua. They're already suffering with anger issues. They're already suffering with erectile dysfunction, or for women, they are struggling with hormonal imbalance. So we need to take the initiative to be accountability partners, and even when someone is telling us these things, we need to understand that they're telling us from a point of joy, they're telling us from a point of love, they're telling us from a point of wanting us to get better. Yes. The way I've just realized I have never seen a fit person with an unfit spouse or partner. And by a fit, I mean a healthy person. You don't have to be ripped at your gym rat. All the relationships that I see with my friends, with myself, with people in the gym, with people that I work with, it is either an obese partner with an obese partner and then with obese children, or it is people who are healthy. It's a healthy man with a healthy woman and healthy children. I have never seen, rarely have I seen a dynamics where there's that imbalance. So is it like light poles attract at this sense? Yes. And you will find that, let's say for example, if your guy is the one who goes to the gym and you don't go to the gym, you will find that you're either very good with your nutrition at home, so utapata maybe your food are balanced and you maybe do walk or you master the art of nutrition, or you're both gym people who go to the gym, different gyms, or who go to the same gym, or at least some of you are doing movement, or maybe your spouse plays football. And the last thing is, if you are already obese, it takes me back to what I had said before. A woman in a bad relationship will gain weight because of emotional eating. Bwana na stress sana, what she has to do is eat and also feed the kids. And the man has gotten money, amepata pesa, sio pesa yake jioni kwanza lazima apite ba, apite wapi. So the eating, there is the belly. So as the woman is gaining weight at home with the food that is in the house, the man is gaining weight outside or even inside because of the food the wife is cooking to maintain the man. So that is where the obesity will come in. Or you are already on the obese mark and not doing the work to lose weight, so you are attracting more obese people to date or be in relationship with. Rarely, it is very rare to find a healthy person with an unhealthy person. And if you find yourself in such a situation, then dynamics have to change. And if you really love, because people have the ability to change dynamics, because I have dated people in my life who never knew about health and wellness, but I left them, or they left me, or we left each other when they had a little bit of health and wellness in them. And I think that happens for people. The impact has to be positive. You need to ensure that sometimes people are just ignorant. They do not know even ndo nafai kufanya, even ndo nafai kukua, and people are willing to change for themselves to be better, and then also for you. Wanawake pia, in as much as we are saying we need these qualities, let us be those qualities ourselves. You are already on the lower scale of being obese, of being gluttonous, and then you want someone who's on the other scale. So it needs to start with you. It needs to start with you. So be fit. Go to the gym. Do your walks. Go back to swimming. Do what you used to do in high school. Go back to swimming. Obesity attracts very low value people in your life. Low value men, low value friendships, low value jobs. It blocks your throat chakra. You cannot speak out. You cannot even speak out on this conversation. Because mwili imejaa uchafu. So let us be those people. Let us emulate. It all stems down to also what we are passing down to our children. And we do not want to put our children already on the road of failure. We need to put them on the road of success by being healthy, by choosing a healthy, fertile spouse, by allowing our spouse to change what they were today. Leo mtu akikuja aseme from today onwards we are cutting wheat, tutakula once a week kama enzi zetu za kitambo. Allow your spouse to change. Allow yourself to also evolve. there's knowledge that is being shared. Today I've shared enough knowledge for you to start transitioning. So let's also be those women. Let's also be those women. Ukisema, I do not want an obese man, you're also a healthy woman. You're also doing every other thing. Because at the end of it all, we need men. We are not feminists. We need this men, but you need a healthy man.